So, hi everyone, I am Parampreet Singh. I have been taking Python and machine learning sessions from a long time. It's been like 2 years almost. And this time I have like these Python sessions are done with a collaboration with Nilgiri House, one of the 12 houses of iit-bs degree. So I would like to thank Nilgiri House for the collaboration. And yes, so I'll be taking two sessions for OPPE2. First is today. Okay, today we will be having like a sort of revision session for this Python OPPE2. Okay, so we will go through each and every topic almost, and like I'll explain file handling and like Lambda functions, built-in functions in deep. Okay, and the second session will happen on Wednesday, 20th August, okay, at the same time, 6 to 8 p.m. That session will be a practice session. So we will solve like various kinds of questions and problems, okay. That will be like mix of some previous OPP2 problems, some of your mock tests, plus some new problems which I'll like create based upon the syllabus. All right. And yes, on 20th, Wednesday, okay, same meet link. Same timing, same meet link. So let's start. And as I said, just like keep your like you can open your code editor with this, okay, side by side, so you can code with me. All right. So let's start. So we'll start
So
by
when did you say would be the meet?
um okay, the second session, it will be on 20th July, sorry, 20th August, and at the same time, 6 to 8 p.m. That will be a practice session, okay, the same meet link, so the link which we have today, okay. And one more thing, the
Thank you, sir.
recording of this session will be uploaded in my YouTube channel as always, okay. So after this session, within an hour, you will find the recording of this session, okay. And all the resources, like all the code which I do, I'll share everything in the video description itself, okay. So let's start. Now first, very basic thing. Yes, so like you have almost enough like 4 to 5 days to prepare, right? If you have not started, you guys can like start from today itself. And like you are you have joined my session, so like that means you have already started. And so first, very basic numeric types. I don't think I need to explain this, right? The data types and all. String, I'll do a bit, okay. Let me just write my name. Okay, tell me what's the length of this. Let me just so can anyone tell me the length?
This time. Sorry.
Yes, 10. Okay, and how do we calculate the length?
The number of
Just
string
we
elements.
have a limit value.
Len of s.
Yes, len of s. Okay, len function is the function in which we pass the string and we get the length. Okay, and if I want to know like the indexes, okay, first tell me the positive index range. So what will be the positive indexes like this string will have?
Starting with 0,
0,
0
0
to
to n minus
0
1.
to 10
0 to n minus 1, which is,
minus 1.
or like I can
minus
say
1.
9, which is n minus 1. Okay, n is the length. Let me just simply write. Okay, and now negative indexing.
Starting with -1.
Minus 1,
Minus 1 to
Starting with
last.
-1 to
minus 1 to
Sorry.
minus
minus
okay, it is minus n. Okay,
minus 10.
so minus 1 is this t. Okay, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, and minus 10. Okay, so this is like we have negative and positive indexing, and a bit of, let's say, okay, tell me if I want to get this A, P, and E. How can I get? Let me just simply write. I want to get this A, P, E from the string as like this A, P, and E. It's a quite like not much difficult. It's easy.
So
What
I
is
say
A? Sorry, which elements?
Okay. This A, P,
Okay.
E, the string name. It's like the variable name itself. Okay.
starting
I
with
want
4,
from the string starting from
4.
4. Okay.
That's
Till
8,
what? Okay, till 8 and
2, 2.
2. Okay, so someone has shared 3. So like should I start from 3 or 4? Okay, so this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3. So it should be 3, right?
3, yeah.
And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the E is at 7. Why 8 here? Why not 7? It should be 7, right? Or 8.
Because the endpoint is
Mhm.
exclusive.
Yes. We like the it will go till stop. Okay, it will not include the stop value. So we have like start, stop, and step. Okay. Yes, the last one is neglected. So and what we have here, what is like this? I just said it's a step. So what does
This
it do?
step says
Okay.
starts from index 3 and hops
Hmm.
over 2 steps.
Okay, so it will be like 3 plus 2, which is like 5. Okay, and then it will again go 5 plus 2, which is eventually 7. So and will it go further like 9? Will it go?
And no, sir.
No,
No, sir, because
right?
there are only 8 characters here.
Yes, 8 is the last value. So we have APE here. Let me just print it. uh, okay. What to say? No worries, I'll just run it like this. Python 3 2 pp2. Okay, so we have APE here. Let me just zoom in a bit. Okay. Font size. So we have APE here. Okay, I hope like the slicing is clear. If you know how to get this string, right? To check OPP syllabus, it should be in your discourse or like it should be mailed to you, right? And now let's do a bit of negative indexing. um what should we do? Okay, let's say I just want param but in reverse order, which is simply, let me write. Okay, this I want. We will do like revision only, not any specific question. The question practice session, in practice session we will do the like questions. Okay, so I want this param but in like in reverse order using negative indexing. So how can I get this?
2:-1.
Okay, 2 colon minus 1, but that will give me like in reverse the whole string as far as I know. Sorry. Yes, this is giving me the whole string, but I just want like MARAP. Okay, so -6 to -10. So let's, okay, first tell me
-5
use
to -1.
okay. So this is in negative indexing, what this T like holds the index.
So it should be -6 to -10.
Yes. So like we have from -1 to -10, right? So the M is at 6. Okay, -6. So I will write -6 here. And you are saying instead of -1 there should be -6. Okay, we'll try that as well. Okay, so first, like you all are saying, -6 to -10, right? Let me run this. Oh, sorry. It is giving me MARA, not P. I want P as well. How can I get the P?
-11.
So -11.
Yes, -11. See, the last index is -n. Okay, so that doesn't count, right? That is in the stop. So this is how I'll get. Or I can just write any big number. As I have like, if you like have attended my previous session, you know, like the stop value can be anything. It should be like it can be anything bigger than the length of the string as well. Okay, so I can write any big number here, but it will count till the very last only. Okay, so we can simply say -11, and one is saying -6. Okay, let me just try that. RAP is -6. Yes, this is being recorded. So it is giving me TA something. Can anyone explain what this slicing is doing? Okay.
In a order, it is going like taking the first -1 till the minus fifth one letter.
-1 and
Like it is going till the A, like after R till the A.
okay,
It is
this
going
one.
in a stop. So it skipped like six letters.
Yes. So like we have the stop value here. Okay. The stop sorry, the step value is negative. Okay. So it will do the negative indexing only. So because of this negative value, the start will be -1 and stop will be -11, we can say. Okay, so it will simply covering the simply covering the whole string. And now obviously it will include the first character, right? First element, which is T. So T we are getting here, and like then we are getting A, and A is at this A, if I'm not wrong. And if you see like the steps between this A and T, it is total 6. Okay, so like -1 till plus -6, which is -7. Okay, so it is including this one here, and like we have only 10 characters, so it is not counting, like there is no any other element left. So it's like it's not expected what we actually wanted, but it is giving us a different result. This is just a different step value using like negative indexing. So this is the correct one. I hope this is clear. This session is being recorded, and I hope the string slicing is clear to you all, like the positive negative index slicing. And what you can do is after this,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, please once again explain double colon -6. I got disconnected.
okay, no worries. So first, before that, tell me like what this gives us.
A complete reverse from -1 -2.
Okay, this everyone knows, but how it is giving us reverse?
It is basically it is starting from 0, but it is going backward on the step of -1.
Okay, if it starts from 0, then how it will like, okay, so just let me clear you all. If we have like positive step, okay, and if there is no start or stop, then start will be 0 and stop will be n. Okay, if there is negative step, okay, then start will be -1 and stop will be -n+1, we can say, right? So which is like -11. Now tell me what is the value of start here?
minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
right? And stop is
Minus n.
minus minus
N.
11.
N plus 1.
Okay, because 10 is this character, so it will go, it will cover the complete string, because we have not specified what stop is. Now it is simply what is happening is it is starting from here and going till the very end. Okay, and because of this minus 1 step,
Sir,
of course, yes.
in positive step, the stop is n minus 1, isn't it?
Where
Start is equal to 0, stop is equal to n minus 1, right?
stop equals to n minus 1. No, where you are saying
For positive, it stops at n
Positive
minus
is
in positive,
Positive.
yes, in positive indexing we have like the stop is n minus 1. Okay, like these are the indexing, I should say. Okay, yes, we can write stop is as minus 1. The stop value I was actually saying, okay, these are the indexes. The stop value is of course plus 1, right? So that is that is why it will include the t as well here. If I just write 9 here, or let's say n minus 1, it will not include t, right? So to include that t, we need to like set it as n, and similarly for here minus n plus 1. Now this we have start is minus 1 and stop is minus 7. So it will start from minus 1 and take a step of minus 1 only. So that is simply minus 1, then minus 2, minus 3, and so on and so forth till minus 10. Okay, and then it will like accumulate all the elements which we have, which is t, e, e, r, p, m, a, r, a, p. Okay, and it will give us reverse. Similar thing is happening here, just that we have step of minus 6. Okay, so the start will be minus 1, stop will be minus 11. So what values, like what at what index it will go? First it will start from minus 1, the next index will be
minus 6.
Minus 6. Are you sure?
7. Minus 7.
Minus 7. Okay, and then after that it will stop. Why? Because the string is of like the stop value is minus 11, right? So if we go like plus, it is minus 13, which is not there, right? So it will only cover these two characters. That's why we were getting that value, which is t and a. Okay, so I hope now this negative slicing is completely clear to you all.
Yes, sir.
And one thing which you guys can do is, which I always say, take your name, okay, in a string, write your full name with the space as well, like if I write here, and then do like a lot of slicing. Just try with various numbers, minus 100, plus 10, or something like that. Okay, try various iterations, like if you want to get alternate characters or something. You will be like, you can easily master string slicing with this. Okay, next, booleans are basic, I hope you all know, right? And then we have lists. List is again same. Do you guys have any confusion in list? List or tuples?
So pop and insert.
Okay, pop and insert. Okay, so let me create a list of nums 1, 2, 3. Okay, not 1, 2, 3. Let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, nums dot pop. What does pop do?
Remove the last element.
Remove last element.
Okay, it removes the last element. Sorry. Yes, so we get 2, 4, 6, 8, right? And does it give us anything? Like it gives us something, or it just return none?
It gives
At
list.
insert.
It gives that popped element. Okay, So what element it is removing? The same element it gives us. So if I write x here and I write like nums comma x and run it, so see we are getting 10. Okay, so it removes the last element. Also one more thing, I can pass an index. So like I'm hovering on this, you can say remove and return item at index. Default is last. Okay, which is simply it is saying that it will remove whatever the index we pass here, okay, and return that element. But if we do not pass anything, it will simply remove the last index. So let's say I want to remove 6. What index should I pass here?
2.
2. Okay, if I run, I'll get 2. Now in negative indexing, if I want to remove 6, what index should I pass?
-3. -3.
-3. Okay, so we get 6. Is this clear? Pop function?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now we have insert. Let's say I'm doing, okay, there is append as well, and there is insert. Okay, now tell me, what is the difference in append and insert?
Sir, if I use append, then it will append that particular character at last. But if I use the function insert, then I can put that character in the index where I want, sir.
Okay, so the append function is right. Like have I like am I doing calling the insert function properly?
No, sir. You have to first write index there and then the number, sir.
Yes. So if I hover on it, you can see we first need to pass the index and the object, like the element which I want to insert. Okay. So first let's see the append. Very basic. Append simply adds that particular element at the end of the list. Okay. It doesn't take any index or something. It simply adds that element to the end. Now, what insert do is it simply insert that specific element into the specific index which we pass here. So let's say if I pass 2 here, okay, now tell me what will be the list.
Sir, 2, 4, 14, 6, 8, 10.
Okay, so is
Oh,
this
12.
correct?
12.
Yes, and 12 as well.
Yes, sir.
Now if you see, we get 14 here. Okay, so this is it. Also now tell me, can I use negative index here? Okay, let's try. Okay, what if I put -1 here? Where it will insert?
10.
Sir, at last, sir.
Okay, at last. So the list will be will 12 come before or 14 come before?
Sir, 14 at
Okay,
14 at last.
14.
14. So it will be 12 comma 14. Can you mute
No,
your
14
mic?
from third.
Okay, Ravi Kumar, can you mute your mic? Like noise is coming from your mic. Thank you. So 14 will come at last. Why so? Like -1 we have, like, okay, here we have 12, right? So isn't like 12 should come after 14? Like we have earlier what we did was we added 2 here, so it is like shifting 6, 8, 10 to the next and keeping like putting 14 there. Let's run this first. So we are getting 14 and 12 here, not 12 and 14.
Why?
Why? You tell me. Okay, let me first show you. So this will be the list which we have, right? This is the list which we have after append. And now when I'm inserting here, I'm inserting 14 at -1 index. Okay, whatever element we have at -1, okay, it will shift that element to the like next part. Okay, it will extend the list simply. Okay, so what it is doing
yes,
is, yes, so if I show you here, what it is doing is, it is doing something like this, and now here it is inserting the specific element which whatever I am simply like inserting here. Okay,
In this, we are replacing 14 no?
Where,
By 12.
yes, we are, no, we are replacing 12 by 14. Yes, repeat once. So what it is doing is, insert क्या करता है, it always like takes that specific index and it will like shift all the rest of the elements to the n+1 index. Like we have 12 here at -1 index, or even if I say in the positive index as well. So I want to insert 14 here, okay, at this place. I do not want to keep 14 at last. I want to insert 14 at this specific place. So it will shift all the elements at this place or like afterwards to the next. Okay, and it will create a space here, which is actually which was -1 only. Okay, so that's why we are getting 14 here and like and 12 afterwards. Okay, now this is something different, weird or interesting, you can say. Okay, I hope insert is clear to you all now. So insert का आप ध्यान रखना, जो भी index whichever you are mentioning, it will insert the element at that index only. Okay, now I think after that we do not have anything else. We have like extend and remove and other functions as well. A nested list and okay, list comprehension. Let's do a little bit of list comprehension. Before that, okay, this is, we can say, an evens list, right? This is the list of even numbers from 2 to 10, है ना? Or first 5 even numbers. If I want to create a similar list, so what I can do is I can start from 2, 11 and 2, even sort of end 5, right? I'll get the same list or I'll get a different list.
Same point.
Same, right? So if I run, I'm getting the same list. Now this whole thing I can do like these 3 lines, I can write it in one single line. How? Let me first write evens 2, or even like my evens. This is better. First I'll initialize the list. Okay, the way I have here. Okay, this is clear. अभी तक तो clear है ना? This 10th line. I hope it is clear to everyone. Great. Now, how list comprehension works is, what we do is we simply take we simply first take whatever the loop we have, okay, and copy it and paste it here, okay, except the colon. We will not include the colon, okay. And now the thing which we are appending to the list, okay, that particular thing we will paste before that loop. So I and a space, okay. So what it is doing is it is going through the loop, the range 2, 11, 2, and it like the variable here is I, so we are appending I here, okay. So this is what is happening. Now if I show you my evens and run this, see, I'm getting the same list. Is it clear? List comprehension, very basic like form of list comprehension. Okay, किस को डाउट है इसमें?
आप while के लिए कर सकते हैं क्या ये एक बार?
Now with while we can't do list comprehension. Using for loops only we can do like comprehensions. Okay. Why are we putting inside? Because it's a list, right? that's why we are using these square brackets. But if I do this like round brackets instead of square brackets, what will happen? Set.
It will return a set.
Okay. But set.
Tuples. Tuples.
Dictionary.
Okay, I'm getting way different answers. So see, for set we have curly braces. Okay, so for sure it is not a set. Okay, it is also not a dictionary, because in dictionary we need two things. Like we need a pair, right? Key and value. Here we are inserting only one thing, and it is not even a tuple as well. Okay, it is a generator. Okay, so we do not have any tuple comprehension. What is the generator? Generator is specific, like you can say, an efficient way of object, like with which we can iterate. So it doesn't give all the elements at first. Whenever we need some element, we just like get that element using next function. So if I do next my events and print, okay, it will
Excuse
give
me,
me
sir.
two. Yes.
Sir, after this code, can you please once explain iterators and generators in Python?
Okay. All right. So generators, like a basic thing, generators वैसे आपको ज़्यादा like याद रखने का ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. Generators are simply used for, like, let's say you have a list of, let's say I have this many long range, right? So now if I create a list of these many numbers, it will be huge, right? It will take a lot of RAM, है ना? And let's say we don't need these numbers at once. Okay, we don't need a list of all these numbers at once. So what we do is we use generators. Okay, and this is a way of like defining generator using, it's a generator comprehension. So what we can do is we can take get a specific number at once. So if I do for I in, let's say, not even that, let's say if I simply do print next my events, okay, and run this, I'll get 2 here. And again if I call like call next on my events, I'll get next number. And again if I do, I'll get next. So I'll tell this I get 10, and if I do further I'll get 12, and so on and so forth. So it doesn't like generate the entire list or entire object at once. It will give us number one by one, okay, upon our requirement. So it's an efficient way to store data in Python. Okay, so that is what generator is used for.
Sir, if BC generator, then what is iter, sir?
Iterators.
Yes, sir. There is also a function, na iter, it or.
Yes, iter is also a function. Iter also like generates and like iter also converted to a generator. Specifically, if I, okay, let me just comment it out, and if I create iters here, sorry. Now it is showing me list iterator. It is similar to generator, okay, but like whenever we use loops now, okay, it simply create an iterator object, like iterator of that object, okay, whatever we have, like we have range here, so it will simply make a iterator of this, okay. So again we can use next here, okay, so it is simply to iterate upon that. Next
Excuse
of,
me,
sorry.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, the number of output we want, does we have to write the number of print next events? Like
Yes.
you are in.
Like in this my events, to using the next function, we can get the next specific element. Or what I can do is I can also call the loop, call it in a loop, okay. Let me just make it short, okay.
Sir, sometime for calling we use star my events. Can you differentiate between them?
That is different. Let's not complicate this session, okay. Let's keep it to the
Sorry, sir.
like the topics which we need. So print text, if I do, it will give me all the required elements. Okay, upon the requirement, generator gives us all the like the element. Okay, so it is automatically calling the next function and iter function. Okay, well, these things we do not need. If you are like, if you want to stick to the Python for OPP only, you can skip this part. Yes, the recording is available, will be available. Okay, after this meet, of course. Now we were at list comprehension, right? You will get it in my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. Just search Parampreet Singh Python. You will get. Okay. Now, let's say. Okay, let me just shift it a little bit. 1 5. Sorry, 1 6. Okay, that is it. Will I get evens here? Like the same list? I will get the same list, right? The same the list which I have here. What I'm doing here is I've just changed the range from 1 to, like, it will go till 5 from 1, and it is simply multiplying it by 2. Okay, and we are getting like 1 for 1, we are getting 2, and like then we 4 6 8 10. This is right. Now let's create a list comprehension out of this. Now you guys tell me, what should be my first step?
That should be I for I in range 1 to 6.
Okay, if I do I for I in range 1 to 6,
And before that I, you should have events dot append I squared. No, you should have I squared. Sorry, you should have I squared.
I by 2, right? I into 2.
Yeah, I into 2. Yes.
Now if I run this, I'll get the same. Okay, so this is how we use list comprehension. I hope now it is more clear to you all. Yes, and also let me just do a little bit more variation. If I just put 11, so now we are getting this long list, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. But if I just want 2 4 6 8 without changing the range, what I can do is I can put an condition, right? If I mod 2 equal to 0, then only it will append that I, right? I'll get evens here. This code is clear.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This code is clear to everyone, right? I hope
Yes,
no
sir.
doubt here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's convert it into a list comprehension. Okay, what we are doing is, first let's initialize a list. Let me just simply copy this loop first. Okay, and now we have this if condition. This is something new, so we will again do this the same thing. We will copy this if condition, and after the for loop we will put that if condition, and whatever thing we are appending on that if condition we will put here. Okay, this, now if I just print my events, I'll get the same thing. How it is working is, it is the kind of we call it as a filtered list comprehension. Okay, like we have a simple list comprehension here. First we are going from 1 to 11, and for each number, like for each value of I, we are filtering that I on this condition. If it is satisfying this condition, then only it will append. Okay, is it clear? Similar thing like what we did in 4 lines, I'm doing like we did it in 1 line only. How to write it? Same thing. Just copy the loop first. Okay, and then the if condition, and whatever thing we need to append, that should come at the first. Okay, then the loop, and then the if condition. Now for the nested, like nested list also we can do. Okay, like we need nested loops, that also we can put like a loop here and so on and so forth. Okay, I'm not going much deeper into the list comprehension. Why? Because like I think you all need till this only. If you want to know more, you can check like my Python's one liner there is a talk I gave earlier. I think yes. Okay. Python one liner. I hope. I should get here. No worries. Just write Python one liner. You will get. Okay. With my name, I think I'll mention. It is. Never mind. No worries. I'll just write my name and this Python one liners. You will get this link. Okay. Here I have explained the comprehensions in detail. So where you you can get more idea about it. Now, I have explained more various
Hello,
types of
hello,
comprehensions.
brother.
Yes.
Hello. Will you also solve a OPE PYQ on this series?
In practice session, I'll solve. Okay, that is on Wednesday. Now
Okay.
we have tuples. Tuples are similar to lists. What is the difference in list and tuple? Anyone?
I mean, the list is mutable and the tuple is not.
Okay, mutability, that is the difference. Okay. So simple, generally we have on data structures, we have these 4 operations. Can anyone tell me the full form of this? Just checking.
Create, read, update, delete.
Yes, create, read, update, delete. Okay, we call it as CRUD operations or CRUD. Okay, so create, read, update, delete. We can do all these operations in a list. Which operations we cannot do in tuple?
Update and delete.
Update and delete. Okay, and simply we cannot use pop, remove, insert, append in a tuple, right? So we cannot do update and delete. So that's like the basic thing. And yes, I always ask this thing. This is a one element list, right? How can I create a one element tuple?
By adding comma.
Following by comma, sir.
Okay. Is this a tuple? First.
No, sir.
No.
Just an
With the
integer.
comma. Yes, with the comma I
It is
can
a
put. Okay, this is a tuple. And I hope it is clear. And what about an empty tuple? Empty list we can do by this, right? An empty tuple. How can we create an empty tuple?
Tuple and 2 brackets.
Yes, we
Correct.
can either call tuple function.
Parentheses.
Okay. Or we can just use this parenthesis. No, we do not need a comma for an empty tuple. Okay, that will be an invalid syntax. So you can see. Okay, this is giving me a red line here. So this is a correct format. But do we need an empty tuple? Like, will there be any kind of use case?
Maybe in kind of spaces. Till the time we don't use in any question, but we can.
Okay, till now I have not found any application for like an empty tuple. Like we cannot modify it, right? Yes, this is for OPP too. Now, the tuple, I hope it is clear. Again, now we have sets. How sets are different?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, there is a question where we are asked it is tuple or not. Please confirm. Tuple, 1 comma empty space. Is this a tuple?
Okay. Tuple 1.
A tuple was not written. Sorry. Bracket. 1 comma bracket.
Okay. So like this.
Yes, sir. It was.
So you guys tell me, what is it? Is it a tuple or an integer?
Sir, it is a tuple.
Okay. Yes, it's a tuple. And of how many elements?
One element.
One element, right? Single element tuple. This is also tuple. Okay. and
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
this is not a tuple. I hope you all know what this is. Now we have sets. What is the difference in like sets and like how set is different from list and tuple?
It is unordered
Okay, yes,
and it
there
do
are
not include duplicate element.
there are two major differences. One is like sets are unordered. Second is it only contain unique elements. Okay, so okay, let's first start with the list. Like we can have 1 1 2 1 3. What is the length of this list?
6.
6.
6. Okay. Now what is the length of this tuple?
6.
6. Okay. And what is the length of this set? Is it 6?
3. 3.
3.
3.
3.
3.
3.
And why 3? It simply like it will eliminate all the duplicates automatically. Okay, if I print x and print y, print z, y, print it. So see, we are getting this set. Okay. And yes, we can also perform mathematical operations like difference and all, like generally which we have in set. Okay, intersection, union, symmetric difference, and all these operations we can perform on set. And in set we can do add, remove, discard. Okay, now one thing I want to know, can we have a list inside a list? Yes.
Yes.
We create nested lists or matrices, right? So we can. Can we have tuples inside a list or vice versa?
Yes.
Okay, first tell me this. Yes, we can have tuples inside a list. Now, can we have sets inside a list?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Also, like I'm not going into the dictionary right now. Now, okay, what is the length of this?
4.
4.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Yes, it's 4. So this is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third element, this is the fourth element. Okay. Now in a tuple, okay, can we have a list inside a tuple?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we have tuple inside a tuple? What do you think? Can we have?
We can have.
Yes, we can. Guys, I want you to like think, brainstorm, and answer. If you like, if you are confused, just give some answer. Okay, whatever comes at first on in your mind. Okay. And can we have set inside a tuple?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And again, what's the length of this?
4.
4.
4.
Yes, it's 4. So we can have like list and tuple. Now let's check for the set. Can we have list inside a set?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we have tuple inside a set?
Yes.
Okay. Can we have a set inside a set?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's run this now.
Sir, can you please do a similar element for set like 2,3 to 2,2?
Where 2 comma 2 here, this thing.
Yes, yes, sir. Will it be considered a set
Okay,
because we are
let's
having
see.
same element?
Let's first see what will be the output. So like first two are fine, okay, x and y, but then we are getting this error which is saying type error, unhashable type list, and on line number 7. So this is line number 7, okay. It is saying unhashable type list. What does it mean? You have like joined my previous session OPP1, so you might know like what is hashable, unhashable.
No, sir. I haven't joined. Please explain
No
this.
worries. What about others? Anyone who knows like what is hashable, unhashable? Okay. So the thing is, set can only contain those elements which are immutable. Okay. What data structures are immutable? Int, float, bool. These are immutable. Okay. When we change them, we get a new int or float or bool. Okay. That specific object doesn't change. List is immutable.
No.
List is immutable or mutable?
List is mutable.
List is mutable, sir.
Mutable. Okay. Or let me write a simple thing. Change. Okay. Can be changed. Okay. First, tell me about string. String. Is it? Can we change a string? Like, is it mutable or immutable?
Mutable, sir.
Immutable.
Immutable. Right. Okay. It creates a new string, right? Whenever we change, we do some any kind of operation. List is mutable. Okay. What about tuple? Is tuple mutable or immutable?
Immutable.
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 Okay. What about set? Can we add or like can we do all the crude operations on set? Like, can we update or add or delete
No,
some
sir.
elements? No.
No, sir.
We can. We can.
We can. Okay. We can use add function, remove function, and there are various functions. Okay. Discard is also there, and there are various functions we can do. So it is mutable. Okay. What about dictionary?
The values are mutable.
Okay, like overall.
Mutable.
Dictionary is mutable, right? We can add new keys or we can delete existing key value pairs, right? I know. So these are all the like roughly we can say these are the main Python data types which are immutable. Now these are immutable, that means these are hashable. Okay, there's a concept in Python called hashable which simply gives us some unique integer unique number for each of like the object. Okay, cannot be changed, which is eventually sorry yeah, should come, cannot, can be changed, just mutable. These are unhashable. Okay, what can be changed? List can be changed, right? Set can be changed and dictionary can be changed. Like we can modify these things, we can add new elements in these, we can delete existing ones, right? We can update as well, है ना? We can perform insert, pop, remove, these kinds of operations on these data types. Am I clear on this?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, great. Now set can only contain those elements which are hashable. Okay, this is what, like what's the data type of this?
Tuple.
No, this one.
Integer.
Integer. it is hashable. Okay, so we can contain this. It is saying now the next 2 comma 2, it is saying unhashable type list, so we cannot keep a list as an element. Okay, it can only contain those elements which are hashable, which means these data types are allowed, okay, as an element of set. Now if I run this again, I am getting an error. Now it is saying unhashable type set. Okay, where do we have set in this?
6,7.
Yes, 6,7. Now if I remove, okay, now we get this set. Now this is a valid set, so that means we can keep int, float, bool, string and tuple. I can also like add a string, let's say hello. Okay, am I clear with the set? What are the requirements of a set? Requirement is simply this, hashable, and it will automatically clean out all the duplicates. Okay, is this a duplicate? 5,4.
No, sir.
No. Okay, is this a duplicate?
Yes.
And what will be the length of set?
4.
4. Okay, now if I run this, so see, I'm getting this, and now again you can see the set is unordered. So earlier we were getting the set same as it is how we have defined, but now we are getting this set. Okay, see, it has shuffled, right, and like a bit, but yes. And can we do indexing in set?
Please repeat.
Can we do indexing or slicing in set?
No.
No, right? Because these are unordered, like set is unordered, so we cannot do any kind of indexing or slicing. Like there is no specific index for an element. Okay, so you
Sir?
cannot. Yes.
Sir, in that last print statement, why is that order is shuffling?
Why it is shuffling? Because set is unordered. Okay, it doesn't maintain any kind of specific order or something. Okay, so
So
it
if you run again, then again the order will be changed.
yes, like I can add, let's say if I add say this specific string, so you see here, like say is here. Now if I run it again, it might come here. So see, okay.
Okay.
So it is
Okay,
changed.
sir.
It is randomly ordering all the elements. So that's why we do not have any index in sets. Okay. And apart from that, we have various operations that you can like check on your own. Like we have union in these. I hope you know union, intersection, difference. These are like the basic sets operations, right? Which we have in maths as well. And there are some others advanced set operations. You can try them. Now.
Will you explain symmetric difference?
Symmetric difference. Okay. Let's say we have a set called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have a set called 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. First of all, if I do A dot union B, what will be the length of my X? Or what set will I get?
8. You'll have 8 elements.
Okay. And what are those elements? Those 8 elements?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Length is 8. Right?
8.
Yes. Now, what about if I do A dot intersection B? What will I get here?
4, 5.
4, 5.
4, 5.
4 and 5.
Intersection means common
and 5.
elements. Enough. Now, if I do, okay, let's say if I do symmetric difference, A dot symmetric difference and B. What do you think? What will I get?
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. And what it is actually doing is
A difference B union B difference A.
yes, A difference B union B difference and
B difference A.
yes. Also, we can also say what it is doing is simply taking the union and removing intersection. Right? Can we say this? This is the union, this is the intersection. If we remove intersection, we get symmetric
Yes.
difference. Okay. And the length is 6. Right? 8 minus 2, 6. Simple. So this is what symmetric difference is. Okay. ये basic है. आप set के operations you can just search on Google. The Venn diagram which you guys see similar to what like all the operations in a set which we can do here. Okay. So yes, and there are several other as well. So you can try all of them on your own. Now let's do state comprehension. Okay. First we have an empty set. I'll do is for I in range 1, 8 x dot add. So we have function called add to add an element in a set. Is this right? The code is right or wrong? Yes, you will get all the code in the description. Okay, no worries. What do you think? Is the code right?
Yes,
Or
sir.
is there some...
Right, look.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's run this. It is saying dict object has no attribute add.
Sir, we like set we x equal to set that two parentheses we have to put. If we put like this two curly braces, that means internally it is Python dictionary.
Yes. So we cannot create an empty set using this notation. Okay, this is eventually creating an empty dictionary. So to create an empty set, we use this notation, which is simply calling the set function. Okay. Now if I run this, I'm getting the set. Okay. I'm not getting 8 here.
Because range function only
Yes.
leave that last element.
Yes, yes. I'm just like checking where like you all are like with me or not. So this is cool. Now let's create comprehension, set comprehension out of this. Similar to list one. You guys tell me the steps.
Firstly, we will write I.
Okay, first we will write I.
For I in
range.
For
1
I
to
in
8.
range 1,
1,
to
8. That's
Yes.
it, sir.
And print y, that's it. And we have the similar set. Now if I want to store the square like the squares of these instead of I, what can I change in this comprehension?
I star
And
star
I
2.
star 2.
Okay. Here
First I.
or here?
First I.
First I.
First variable.
I star star square. Or I can do I into I, right? Both are same.
Yeah.
So here we have. I hope now also I need to filter out like only the even ones I need. How can I get
So
from this
if
range?
If
I mod 2 is equal to 0.
yeah, after that 8 parentheses you put if I modulo 2 equal to 0.
Yes. Okay. Now we will have 16, 4, 36. And what does like what are the original elements here?
Sorry, sir.
What are the
What?
original elements? Like these are the squares, right?
Yeah.
Original elements. What are the original
2,
elements?
4, 6.
2, 4, 6. And
6.
now here comes an interesting problem. Okay, I need to know the original elements with these the squares. So what I can do is I can create a tuple. Okay, having so each tuple as an element of a set where the first element is the I itself and second is the square. Okay, now we know more information about these numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
now we know like what are the exact numbers. Similar thing if we do here, what we need to do is if I mod 2 equal to 0, and I need to create a tuple here, which is I comma I into 2. Okay, see the same thing which I did here in 4 lines, I can do in 1 line. Okay, now we have like a more, like we have crossed one more step in comprehensions. Okay, and can I put, instead of tuple, can I do list here?
Sir, can you repeat again tuple part?
Okay, so what the actual problem was, like we were getting these numbers, these squares, but I don't know like what are the original numbers here. Okay, so this was the problem. Then what we thought is like we should store numbers as well, the original numbers, which is I value. So how can we store two things in a set? We will use a tuple. Okay, first the original number, then the square itself, okay, packed in a tuple. So this is the whole element of a set. Okay, now if you see, this is what we have in a set. Okay, there are these elements. So what is the length of the set? Is it 6?
3.
3. Okay,
3.
Each element is a tuple. Okay, now can we have a like list instead of tuple?
I think yes.
Okay, is there anyone else?
I think it's unhashable, so you cannot have a list
Right.
inside a tuple.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
We cannot have. Okay,
Sir, what was the reason?
unhashable. Lists can be modified, which we just saw. Unhashable, hashable.
Yeah, that is fine, sir. But why it is not allowing inside that set?
Because list can be modified. List is unhashable. Okay, so we cannot list. We cannot have a list as an element inside a set. Okay.
Okay, like I know like we cannot put a dictionary key as a list because that is unhashable. Like we can modify, but for set I don't know why this
This is
restriction
simply
is
the
there.
requirement of a set in Python, that it should contain only the unique elements, also those elements which cannot be modified. Okay, this is like
Okay.
requirement for the Python sets specifically. So this is possible. Okay. Um. Okay. I hope it is clear to you all. Okay. Now let me just put it in a file called mysets.py. Okay. So I'll share all these codes with you all. Okay. Now we have dictionaries. I hope dictionaries are clear to you all. Let me just check a simple thing. What is the length of this dictionary? Yes, Sakshi.
4.
Sir, can you after this can you please explain a topic name, decrypt and encrypt the message?
Sorry, that is not in the like OPP syllabus, so I cannot explain. But that you can check like in my playlist. I have already
Sir, it
covered
is
it.
PP part week 8
Week
after
8.
file handling.
So that is, I
Yes,
think,
sir.
that is for that is similar to Caesar cipher, if I'm not wrong. Changing the ASCII values and encrypting and decrypting, right? I'll explain a bit of it. Rest for like further you can check like in my Python sessions. This is the public. Uh, okay, this is the playlist. Here you can see. Okay, this is the fourth session where I've explained the complete encrypt, decrypt, like using Caesar cipher in detail. Okay, I'll give you a bit after all these. Now, the length of this dictionary is
4.
4. Okay, let me just add a little bit more What is the length of now of this dictionary now? Is it 4 or 5?
It is 4.
5.
How many of you are saying 4 or 5?
I think
Sir,
it will
it's
throw
4,
an
sir.
error since the
5. 4.
keys
Same
Five.
key now, sir.
Okay,
3,
when it's
4,
saying error.
5, so it is considering.
will throw an error, I think.
So you will get an error here because keys cannot be repeated and should be unique.
Okay, let's run this. So I'm
Keys
not
can be
getting any
repeated,
error.
but the value.
No, sir.
Okay, guys, let's see the output. So we are not getting any kind of error, that is clear for sure. And the thing is, like in dictionary, whenever we like for some key, when we provide a new value, okay, that key gets updated with the new value. Like earlier we had 4, at the end I have added the value as 5 for the key 3, so it is keeping that value. Okay, and the length you guys can see. So what is the length now?
4.
4. Okay, I hope this is clear. Great. Now if I want to have, okay, what is d of 3? Is it 4 or 5? The answer.
4.
4.
5.
4.
It is not 4, it is 5.
Yes.
Okay,
5.
because this key value pair is like this, the value of this key is getting updated here, so it will for sure take the new value only. Okay, now let's increase a little bit. Do not have a key for that. Let me just shift it. So what do you think the answer will be? Will we get any error or some answer? If answer, then what will be the answer? Or if error, then why?
2. 2.
2.
2.
Okay. And can
It should be two.
anyone explain how 2 is the answer?
So d of 3 is updated to be 5. So and d of 5 is 2 here because the
Okay,
key,
yes.
key 5 has value 2 here.
So it is simply this, and which is eventually 2. Okay, because of this. So a very like basic thing are to like do nested and nested deep inside. Now similar to set, like in set we can have only hashable elements. In dictionary we can have only hashable keys. Okay, for keys the hashable thing applies. For values we can have list, set and dictionaries as the values. Okay, so what I mean by this is I use like, usually I always do this. So 1, 2 and true 5 0 4 empty string, I think. Let's do it, or let's keep it aside. First thing 3, which is 4 and 3, which is, and yes, let me just translate this one. So I'm creating a very weird dictionary. Okay, now you guys tell me what is the length of this dictionary. This is the dictionary. What is the length? Okay, first tell me, will I get any error?
Yeah, because you have said that the key needs to be hashable, and there is a list in the key.
Yes. So due to this key
Length
value
5.
pair, I'll get an error. Okay, unhashable type list. So let me just remove this. Now, will I get any error?
No.
No. Okay. Let me just run this. So it is running completely. Okay. So I'm not getting any error. What is the length of this dictionary?
6.
Okay, 6. How many of you are saying 6? If there's anyone like having a different answer, you can tell us.
It should be 5.
Okay, 5. Why
Sir,
5?
4.
Okay, 4.
So because you have true and false which are boolean, so
So
it would classify this as boolean only. So it would return false because it would take false instead as true. So instead of true, because the most updated value will get updated here. The most
okay.
recent value will get updated.
But these are two different values, boolean values. Yes, Sakshi.
Sorry, sir, by mistake.
Okay, no.
I raised
And what about like why 4? These are two different values. Okay, we cannot classify it as one.
Sir, 1 and 0 key also are boolean.
Okay. How? Okay, let me just run this. Getting 4. Okay. Now, first of all, थोड़ा easy से करते हैं. This is way different, so it is counting as 1. Okay, this is the first element, we can say, or let's just like keep it. Let me just print the whole dictionary. So इससे आपको और idea लगेगा. You might get confused. So this is what I'm getting. 1 as 5, 0 as 7, 2, 3, 4, and this is 6. Okay, why it is happening? ये मैंने last session में भी cover किया था. So simple thing is, if you
The
convert,
string should be in inverted commas.
sorry, you were saying, someone was saying something, right? Okay, if I convert true into an integer or 1 into a boolean, simply like I'll get the same. Okay, yes. So 1 is getting updated as 5. Okay, so this whole eventually turns into one single key value pair. Okay, having 1 as the key and 5 as the value. Now, if I do false here, int of false, that will give me 0. Okay, or if I convert 0 as the boolean, I'll again get false here. So that means this and this key both are like referring to the same kind of same hash. Okay, we can also calculate the hash. If I just put hash here, hash of false, and here hash of 0. Okay, so you will see both are having the same hash, which is 0. So that's why it is checking whether they are having the same hash. So it is simply updating the value. So 0 as 5, sorry, 0 as 7. Okay, instead of 4. So this is the second pair. This is clear to everyone? Well, this is a bit weird, but yes, this is how it happens in Python. If you convert any number to a boolean, okay, not only one. If I convert any number to a boolean, I'll always just get true. Okay, or any negative number as well, I get true only. But the vice versa, the opposite only happens for 1. If I just like do int of true, I get 1 always. So it's like, you can say, many to one function, or like 1 to many mapping, something. Okay,
Sir, please explain this again.
simple thing is, if you convert a true into an integer, you will get 1, or 1 into a boolean, you will get true. So the opposite values. Okay, so both will refer to the same thing. like both will eventually have the same hash which we discussed earlier. Okay, so hash of true and hash of 1 is same, which is 1. That's why it is referring these as a same key, but like having different values, so it will update with the new value. Okay, now is it clear? It's a bit weird, but yes, this is how it happens in Python. Okay, so make sure like whenever you like put true as a key or 1 as a key, both will refer to as the same keys. Okay, because their hashes are same. That is the point. Okay. Because of the hash value, these two are referring to as the same object. Okay, this is the thing. If you convert 1 into a boolean or true into an integer, you will get the same, and same for 0 and false. Okay, so this is the reason. That's why like I put this from dictionary. Now already time so much. Let's move further. These are the basic operations. Okay, data type little bit. Let's proceed further. So let's first do with the square. Are you guys clear with this code?
Yes.
It is clear to everyone, right? What it is doing?
Returning the square of every element.
Right. We can call it using something like this. Square of 2 or square of, let's say, 5. I'll get 4 and 25. Okay. Now using lambda function also we can define. So what I can do is I'll write square like sq lambda and the parameter which I want to pass. I can refer to it as anything x, n, a or something. If I write a here, then colon, so it simply here it is specifying as like all the arguments which I want to pass, and then whatever the return whatever thing I want to return, I'll write it here. So what I want to return is I want to return it square. Okay, so this is what is happening. Both are having the same name. Okay, now if I write square and square of, let's say, 2 and square of 5 and run this, so see, I'm getting the same answer. So this is how like we can write a function in a form of lambda function. Okay, is it clear, guys? Like basics of lambda. This is might be due to it might confuse for the n. Yes. So if you pass in n and you are simply squaring it, what if I am returning false here? So I'll get false as the values, right? For the square 2 and square 5. Enough. And see,
yes,
similar thing I can do here. If I just type in false, so I'll get false as the output. Or if I type in true or something, जो भी मैं return statement में लिख रहा हूँ ना, that should be like in as in the after colon. So first we write the argument colon and the return value which should be returned. So this is a syntax of lambda function. Okay, lambda functions are used as like one-liner functions. Okay, also it also known as anonymous functions. If you guys have done JavaScript, you might know like arrow functions in JavaScript. Okay, if you know JavaScript, then you know what are arrow functions. Similar to that, we have lambda functions in Python. It is simply writing the function in one line. Okay, where we only have like one return statement and some arguments. Okay.
Things we see in template code, sir, isn't it?
Okay. In template code also, yes.
Yeah, they give.
Okay. Next we have map. So using this only, let me just shift it to square. Okay. Both are same. Can we say like both are doing the same thing? How many of you are clear with this? Okay, so what lambda function do is like the same. One way of defining a function is this, right? Def function name and so on. Another way is using lambda function, where we first write the name, okay, assign it as the lambda, like the lambda function. So this is, you can also say as a variable or function, lambda function name. Okay. How a lambda function is defined is, it takes some, like the parameter or the argument first, okay, and then the colon similarly with what we have here, and whatever the value we are returning, we should write it here. Okay, so the similar thing what we are doing x and x square, we are doing here n and n square. Okay, and in the same way we call it, the similar like how we call square, we will call sq as well. So now, are you guys clear with the lambda function?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone, guys, just give me a thumbs up so we can like move ahead. Okay, next is, now let's choose some of these functions. So map, let's say I have a list of numbers 1 2 3 4 5. I want to get squares of these numbers. Okay, how can I get that? One way is I can do this for I in nums, squares dot append I into 2, right? Am I right? To get the squares
Yes.
of these numbers, I need to do this. Yeah? This code is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, what about others? Okay, now similar thing we can do. Okay, first tell me how can we do it in list comprehension.
So I for I in nums. So square I star star 2. I square for I in nums.
For I in nums. Okay, this is how we do in list comprehension. Is this also clear to everyone? These two code are doing the same thing. Now let's do it using map function. Okay, in using map function, what we do is we first pass whatever the function thing I'm doing. Okay, so I'm using a square function here or sq. I can also use, instead of I square, okay, first let me comment it. Can I use this sq of I, and here also sq of I or square of I? Can I use these functions, square or sq function? It will result me in the same, right? And
yes, sir.
Now using map, I can do the same thing using map function. Okay, so what I need to pass is, first I need to pass the function name sq, or I can use sq or I can use square, both works. Okay, comma, upon which like iterable I need to do the operation, like on which list tuple or something. So I want to do it on nums. What I can do is I can simply pass in nums here, and that's it. Okay, so this is simply using the map function. Now if I run this, I'll get this map object and something. Okay, so it eventually returns some object. We need to convert it further into a visible data type that can be list or tuple or set or anything. Okay, so see, what I'm doing is I'm calling square function on each element of num. So what it will do is it will go to nums, which is this list, and call square on each element, and whatever the value we'll get here, the return value, okay, it will use that return value. So for like it will first go to the nums, it will take 1 and call sq function on the 1, similar to this. Okay, and whatever the return value we are getting, which is square of that, we are getting here 1 4 9 16 25 for 1 2 3 4 5. and further we are converting into a list so that we can see the numbers because it returns a object. Is it clear, the map function? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, great. Now next we have filter. So I'm not printing these. Okay. Yes. So let's say we have this list. Okay, I need only even numbers. General approach for I in nums, if I mod 2 equal to 0, even sort append I. Right? This code is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Using comprehension, tell me, how can we get evens?
I for I in nums if I mod 2 equals 0.
If I mod 2 equals 0. Okay. Is this also clear? Clear to everyone? Here. Now, let me just run it so you can see, right? Desired out. Now using the filter function, we can do the same thing. Okay. What I'll do is I'll write evens 3 and I'll write filter, and here same thing. I need to pass some function. Let me create a function named is even. Okay, so what it will do is it will take a number, and if it is even it will return true. Okay, if it is not an even, it will return false. Now how can I do this first? Okay, let me first show you in this manner. If is even and if n mod 2 equal 0, return true, else return false. Can you guys, like, is this code clear? This function is clear to everyone? What about others? किसी को कोई confusion तो नहीं? Okay, great. Now we can refactor this code further. How? We can make this short. Okay, how? So n mod 2 equal to 0. What it will return?
Even elements.
No, it will return either false or true, right? If it gives me true, then this code will be executed, right? If this gives us false, let's say if I pass 5, it will return, it will execute the else block, enough, right? So when we get the like when this is returning true, that means we are returning true. When this is giving us false, we are returning false, enough. So can I write it in this manner? Just return. So that means it is simply moduling and checking whether it's the remainder is 0 or not. If it is 0, it will give us true. If it is non-zero, then it is an odd number, which eventually gives us false. Enough. This is clear to everyone? What about others? Let me just keep this code here. Okay. If n mod 2 equal to 0. So इससे आपको idea लग जाएगा. Okay. The same thing. Now let's create is eve something. Okay. Instead of is even, I'll using is eve. Lambda, and why I did this is just to go to the lambda. Okay. We can convert this into a lambda function. How? Because we only have one liner function, right? I'll pass in some, let's say x, and I'll just do x mod 2 equal 0. This is also same as this. Is it clear to everyone? Same format, name, lambda, parameters, colon, return value. Okay, format is clear for lambda functions. Guys, is the format clear to everyone? Okay, now let's use this. Okay, or we can use this as well. Now instead of applying this condition, if I do if is even, I is even, I'm using even here, just like I see I'm getting same. Is this code clear? Instead of writing that condition, I am using these functions. Okay, now we will use this even function or is a function in filter. Now first we will, similar to map, okay, first we will pass the function name. Let's use is a, then the iterable, which is nums list. Okay, evens 3. Now let's run. So it is again giving us an object. It's converted to a list. See, same answer, right? All three codes, same answer. So you can either like use this code, or this code, whichever you feel is fine. But for this filter, you make sure you have a function defined. Okay, and always remember, map जो है हमें return value देता है, जो भी return value होगी. Filter, all in the filter, like for the filter, the function should return true or false. Okay, not any other value. If it returns any other value, it will interpret it as like it will convert into a boolean, जो अभी करा था ना हमने dictionary में, bool of 1 or like int of true or something, तो वैसा होगा. So for a filter function or map, make sure you define that particular function. Okay, what you are doing. This is clear for the map and filter to everyone? Okay. Min max सबको पता है ना? Min max function, sum function भी पता होगा, right? Then we have these. ये भी मैं थोड़ा explain करता हूँ. And enumerate I have already explained. Well, zip. Let's choose zip. Okay. Remember, set पे हमने किया था कि हमारे पास squares आ रहे थे. Like we are getting the squares. We also added the numbers here as well, right? The original numbers. Python 3 my scripts.py like this. The original number and its square. Original number and its square. है ना? Similar thing. Let's do it here. Like we need all the original number as well as the squares. Okay. Let me just put this code above. Okay. Now let's take the squares list. I want a final list, okay, such that it has a tuple, okay, having n and n square, okay, similar to what we have in this. Okay. There are various ways. First thing is, for ienums, we can have final dot append I comma square of I. Is this code clear? If I run this print, okay, it is giving me exactly one argument to given. How can I solve this error? Can anyone explain? Okay, so it is giving us an error, right? List dot append takes exactly one argument, but two are given. Like it can only take one argument similar to this, but I'm passing two things. I can only pass one. I actually wanted a tuple. Okay. So I'll enclose it with brackets. So now I'm getting this. Is the code clear? Like I'm having the numbers and the squares. Okay. How can we do in list comprehension?
I square I.
Okay. I square I.
For I in nums.
For I in nums. Is it right?
I square I in a tuple.
Yes, it's in a tuple. Okay. Now see, we are getting the same output. Right? And the nums list is this. Right? Squares list you already know. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Now, what basically we are doing is, yes, Mool Prakash.
Sir, how to use key in minimum maximum sorted?
Okay, I'll show you a bit. Okay, after this, how can we use those functions? Now, nums. What we are doing here is, जो हमारी nums list है and जो squares list है, हम एक एक element को साथ में add कर रहे हैं, right? Like not adding them but keeping them together in a pair, है ना? We're keeping the elements of nums and squares together. Like this is the number, this is the square, this is the number, this is the square, number square, number square, number square. We are basically taking these two lists eventually. Okay. Like I'm calling the square function here, or I can like do more as well. What I can do is, instead of all these stuff, finally zip of the actual numbers and the squares. Okay, you guys tell me which square should I take? This one, or this one? All are giving me the same. Which one should I take? Anyone? Okay. I think it's getting a little bit serious, so let's take this one only. Okay, just I'm taking the squares. Print final 3. Now again, I'll get an object. Okay, I'll convert it into a list. See, same output for all three. For all these three codes, same output. Okay. Are you guys clear with the zip function now? What we do is we basically take all the lists and zip them together so that each element of all the lists, all the iterables should come together. Okay. तो जैसे nums में I आ रहा है and squares का भी like 1 आ रहा है, then nums का 2, squares का 4, nums का 3, squares का 9, and so on and so forth. The zip function is clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we have enumerate. Enumerate, what it do is simply, it doesn't need, but let's say we have these squares and or in fact like nums. Okay, I want the element as well as index together. Okay, then what we simply do is len of nums, and we print I comma nums of I. This is what we do generally, right? If I want element as well as index, है ना? This is what we do usually. Now what we can do is we can use enumerate function, enumerate of nums, and in this I we will get two things. Okay, first is the index, second is the value. Okay, So I can write it as something like this: index value, and run it. See, for both I'm getting, this is for this first loop and this output is for this loop. Okay, using enumerate. I have not did any kind of indexing here, or not used range len. Okay, just enumerate and the list. Okay, is the enumerate function clear?
Can you explain it once about the enumerate
Okay,
function?
if you need like a counter to get with the specific iterable, so it simply says add a counter to an iterable. Okay, so like it is giving some count, right? 0 1 2 3 4, a counter with that. I can also pass some start value. Let's say if I pass start as 100, so it will start from 100, 101, 102, 103, 104. So let's say you have 100 records, okay, of some students, and you want to print them with some counter, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and so on and so forth. What you will do is, generally you do something like this: I plus 100. जैसे हमें यहाँ पे 01 मिल रहा था, we do this, है ना, 100 101. Instead of doing all this stuff, I can do simply this. Okay, it gives us some counter, like a range of numbers with the start value we can specify. If we do not pass some start value, it will take start as 0. Okay, something like this. Okay, is it clear now what enumerate is?
This basically counts the iterables in a
Yes,
in the
it
list.
counts them and it gives like the number, the respective like counting for that. Okay, if we want some counting or starting from some specific number, so we can use this enumerate. I can short it as well. Instead of idx comma value equals I here, I can simply write this idx value. Okay, so see, I'm getting the same output. So the thing which we do here, range len, we call the len function, then we call the range function. We simply need to call enumerate. That is it, nothing else. We do not need to do any indexing or something. Enumerate will handle everything on its own. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Is it clear to everyone? Okay, well, the time is almost getting completed, so let's do it fast. I had a question, but I'll leave a question for you guys. You should try it on your own. Okay. Let's say a list is given as something like this. One is not a big list. Okay. But the question is, using map, filter, zip. Okay. What you need to do is convert this list into a list of tuple having cubes of only odd numbers of from L. Okay, I think half an hour. So this is a simple question. Well, it's not simple, but it is integrating all these three: zip, filter, and all, and use lambda. Okay, so this is the question I'm pasting here, as well as I'll like you can keep all the codes here. Okay, I'll share all the code here. So what you can do is, you guys solve this question, and what the solution code for this, you guys can like paste it in the comment section of the YouTube video. Okay, on the recording of this session, so that like I can know that you have solved this question. Try to do it yourself. Do not use ChatGPT or LLM or something. Okay, I don't need answer from LLMs. I need answer from yours, from you guys. It's a practice for
Sir, I have
you.
a question. Sir, I have a question here. So in the lambda function, can we use filtering statements like the if statements and so on?
Statements?
If statements and so on.
Well, you can use one-liner if else. Okay, I have not shown here.
Yeah.
Again, the same that my talk Python one-liners. If you refer, I have shared like how can you write if else in one line. Okay. So you can like I have shared a PPT in that. So if you go through that PPT, आपको पूरा समझ आ जाएगा. How can you write like if else in a single line, and how can you use them in Lambda. Okay. That is it. This is not a complex question. It's like easy level, I'll say, but it's a medium level. You can consider. Now sorted. We have a sort function in list, right? And we have a sorted here. I should do a whole little fast. So what does this do? Extort sort. Anyone?
Sorts in ascending order.
Okay. Yes, it sorts in ascending order. Print x. Okay. Oh, sorry, it is already in 1465. Okay, 1456. What does sort returns? Extort sort. Is it return the sorted list, or it will give me some error if I print it, or something else? What do you think? Extort sort gives. Okay, let me just over it.
Error, I think.
Now tell me, what does it give us? Extort sort.
It will give me 1456.
No. See, sort the list in ascending order and return none. Okay, it sorts the list in place. Okay, and it returns none. If I run this, so see, none. And it is sorting the list in place. Okay. Now, what is the difference in extort sort and like, let me just 2, 4, 3, 7. Sorted X. What is the difference in both of these?
It will give an
So sorted in place.
Sorting
And S dot sort.
Okay, both. Okay, see, both will sort the list. Extort sort is the like it is specific for list. Okay, the sort function or sort method. This sorted function is a built-in function similar to len function. Okay, or list function we have, or filter function. What it do is it simply sorts the list and gives us the output. Sorry, I'm using y. If I do print y, but will I get sorted list?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. No, I'm not getting the sorted list. Why? See, sorted function, it doesn't sort the list in place. Okay, rather it gives us a sorted list. So I can call it as Z. Okay, so Z is the sorted list of Y, sorted version of Y. The Y is not changed. Y is as it is. Okay, so this is the difference in sort and sorted. And now sort you can only use in list only this sort function because it is list specific. Sorted, this we can use in any like majority of any data types. Okay, if I use tuple, I'll get list always. Doesn't matter whatever like is it I'm passing list, I'm sorting the tuple, I'm sorting a set, I'm sorting a list, I will always get a sorted list. Okay, so see, let's say you get a question, take a list, take a tuple and sort it in descending order. reverse sorted, like returns that are sorted tuple. How can you do this? This I want to give it to you again. Okay, this is for you guys. Try it and do it. If you guys can do these questions right now, just do it and share your code here, or you can share it in the video description which I'll upload it. Okay, so that I just want to know how many of you are getting clear with the concepts and how many of you are really, I would say, really serious for OPP. Because if you guys just watch my sessions, live sessions and all, it will help you, but it will only help you 50%. The rest you should practice on your own. Okay, and that is very important. Now this is it. Now apart from that, we have any and all. So again the same thing, like returns true if any element is true, returns true if all elements are true. So it simply gives us like, well, it has some application, but let's say I have a list called false true, false true, false. If I call any on X, what do you think? What will be my output? Okay, read this statement. Now tell me, what is the output? Anyone? Okay, what they do is any function, whatever the iterable we have, it checks if there's any element which is having true value, it gives us true. Okay, there is no specific, not much use case, but yes, we do use this in like general while coding projects and everything. Okay, now we have all as well. Okay, so all gives us true when all the elements are true. Okay, so here it is giving us false. Why it is giving us false here?
Because you have three false statements.
Yes.
False elements.
Yes. And let's say, sorry, let's say if I only have one true statement, then will the answer change?
False statement return false. It will still return false.
Yes.
It
the
will
answer
return
It's
false.
always false.
Now let's say I have 3 true. Now
Then
It
also
will false.
false. Okay.
If alls are true, then
Yes.
true.
Yes. Okay. There are various applications. I'm not going into that much those applications because time is getting over. Now let's move further. Min max, you get the minimum of a list. Okay, max you get the maximum. What is the minimum here? I hope you all know.
1.
1. What is the maximum?
6.
6. Okay, you just call min or max here and you will get. Now we have file handling. How many of you have done file handling already? No. 1. Only 1. This is okay, 2, 3. Okay, 2, 3 people. Okay. So the thing is, let's say let me just write a bit of code. Okay, enable 5 and record and or not even records, names, or I arrange and name equals input, enter your name and names dot append name, print name. How many of you are clear with this code? Can anyone explain me this code?
So here you are inputting, you have an input which is n equals 5 and you're initializing an empty list, and you iterate through every element in range n. So we range would n is 5. So so you iterate from 0 to 4, and for every I you start inputting your name. You ask the user to input the name, and once it inputs the name for every line, that's for every I, the name gets appended in the list names.
Yes. So simply if we say we are taking 5 names from the user and storing them in a list, right? Can we say this?
Right. Yes.
Now let's start with my name. This is the first name. Now you guys tell me your names. Let's see who are active and who are sleepy. I just need 4 more names. You guys just turn on your mic and say your name.
Yatin, Yatin.
Yatin. Okay. Next.
Praveen.
Next. Come on, man. Just 2 more names.
Ashish. Jyoti.
Ashish. Jyoti.
Prakash.
Okay. Okay. Next time we will. So we have these 5 names. Okay. Let's say आपने एक बढ़िया सी एप्लीकेशन बना ली. Okay. How many of you have used some sort of like quiz calculator or your like total score calculator or something like that, like for finding out that your total marks in your quiz or some, or let's say आपने previous term use किया होगा. There are many like quiz space, base grade and all these web apps, right? You must have used. Let's say you have created an application where you are taking the marks and you are calculating their like total marks, or let's say the final score, the quizzes and everything, their grade, and you are showing them to the user. This is your app, okay, which basically जो grading document है, that grading document you have implemented kind of, right, in a web app. Now you want to store that data कि जो user use कर रहा है, the users who are using your app, they should input their name, and you want to know like you want to store their names and their marks as well. For now, just their names, okay, who are using those apps. So let's say you are inputting their names, prompting their names, and they are inputting, and you are storing it in a list. That's fine. But when this program ends, all the list goes like vanishes out, right? It gets deleted. It doesn't store in your SSD or hard disk or some sort of permanent storage, right? Am I right? जैसे ही program end हुआ, all the data gets deleted, vanishes, है ना? Right? Guys, okay, you all know na, whenever you run this code, it runs in the RAM, not on your hard disk or something.
Yes.
So whenever this like whole code executes, the whole code ends, all this data gets lost, right? It gets deleted. There is no more data now. Now, if you want to save these names in some sort of database, what you can do? There are many databases, SQL, NoSQL, vector databases, graph databases, and a lot. I'm not going into those. I'm just using a very simple thing. What you can do is you can create a text file, names.txt, and store each name in that. Okay, that is what you can do. So that will be your permanent storage, right? जैसे let's say आप अपने कुछ password store करते होगे, maybe if you do, then don't. It is not a good practice. You might store some credentials, some details, right, in text files or something, है ना? आप लैपटॉप में, डेस्कटॉप में आप करते होगे, राइट? कुछ भी फाइल आपने क्रिएट करी तो आप उसमें कुछ ना कुछ स्टोर करते हो. Now The same thing we can do here. Let's say I want to store all the names permanently, whatever I will input. What I will do is I'll do file handling. I create a file, okay, open and names.txt, and I'll open it in write mode, okay, and at the end of the code I'll just simply close the file. जैसे आप open करते हो, close करते हो, similar, okay. Now in this file I want to store this name, write and name, that is it. This is just 3 lines of code I have added, and now these all the names will be stored permanently in this desktop, okay. Now let's run this code. Okay, before running, is there any names.txt file in this folder OPPE2? I know the font size is smaller, but
No.
there is no. Right now, जैसे ही when like as soon as I run this code, see, names.txt is created, है ना? You all can see. Now let me open it side by side. Okay, I think that yes, code is visible, file is empty, and now let's do some interesting stuff. Now let me start by my name, Param. Now you guys tell me your name.
Prakash.
Prakash. Okay. Praveen. Next.
Neha.
Neha.
Ashish.
See, I got all these names here. It is stored. Of course, it is in a very bit weird manner, but still we have the data stored permanently. मेरा कोड खत्म हो गया, right? The code is ended. It is stopped. I have the names now. Now, the purpose is completed, but still there is some formatting left, right? The name should be in a single line, something like this. Mool Prakash, Praveen, Neha, and Ashish. I want in this manner. Every single name in each line, not all the names in a single line. How can I do it? So I'm just adding the string. So with the string, I'll add a new line. You all know this is a new line, right?
Yes.
Now, because I'm using the write mode, okay, it will take that file. If that file does not exist, it will create that file. जैसे अभी इसने create करी थी names.txt, है ना? If that file exists, because of write mode, it will wipe out all the existing data. It will wipe out. So right now I have this data. Let me run this code. Now see, all the data is cleaned, and from the names.txt. You guys can see. Now, tell me your name.
Tileshwar.
Tileshwar. I hope I'm writing it properly.
Mool Prakash.
Mool Prakash. Next. Come on guys, just
Jyoti.
Jyoti. Next.
Joy.
Okay. J. So this is it. Now see, we have these names. The data is stored, and it is stored in a very good manner. Okay. The purpose is completed. You know what is file handling now, right? The purpose of file handling as well. Is this easy or is this difficult? Okay. Easy, right? Okay, great. Now this is just file handling. Now what I do is, let's say मैंने कोड में कुछ चेंजेस किए. अब मैं दोबारा से अगर मैं कोड इसको रन करूँगा, this will be wiped out, right? है ना? The existing names. What I want is, I want existing data to be stayed there. Okay, I do not want to remove the existing data. Rather, I want to add more data after this. Okay, I do not want this file to get cleaned whenever I just run the code. So what I will do is I'll use append mode. Okay, append mode instead of write. Similar to append in list, it will append the data at the end of the file. Okay, now let's run. Now you guys tell me your names.
Neha.
Ayush.
Ayush and
Mool Prakash.
oh, Mool Prakash, you are already done. Let's check another. Let's see how many of you are not sleeping as of now.
Aditya.
Aditya. Okay. One more.
Saurabh.
Sudha.
Sudha. Okay. See, we have all these names here, right? And the existing data is still there. This is what append mode is. Clear, guys? Easy?
Yes.
I hope it's easy.
Easy.
Great. Now let's do the read as well. Let's say after taking all the names, okay, I want to see how many names are there in the name.txt. What I'll do is I'll open the file again. F2 open names.txt. This time I'll open in read mode. Why? Because I do not want to do any kind of changes. Okay. Open and read all the names. Names from file equals to, this is the variable name. Okay, this is not some function or something. I'll just do f2.read, that's it, and print names from file f2.close. What I'm doing here is opening the file, reading the data, printing it, closing the file. Clear? Easy?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's run this. Now tell me 5 like more names. We have 31 participants. Let's see how many of you are not sleeping. Tell me your name.
Monu.
Ashish.
Okay, Ashish is
Yatin.
Yatin and
Monu.
Monu. Okay. Next, just 2 more. Let's hope. Okay, I think rest everyone is sleeping. You guys can also like put it in text. Okay. What should I do then? Okay, let's take some more. Okay, next, just one more. Come on, guys, at least half should. Okay, we got. Great. So see, we got these 15 names, है ना? And we can see all 15 names, right? All these names. Great. Clear? Is this clear to everyone? Okay. No worries. We have like some more things. Now instead of this, let's just do this. Okay. First thing, let me clear some more things. Default mode is read mode. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I use R or if I doesn't use R at all. So this is another syntax. Okay, I can do this using with. This is called a context manager. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm just printing f2 dot read. That is it. Instead of these 4 lines, I'm just using these 2 lines. I do not need to close the file because I'm using context manager. Okay, it will automatically close it. And why I'm not writing R here?
Because of
Default.
Yes.
R.
Default is read mode. Okay. Now let's see. Now tell me some more new names. I have Akshay, friends, 3 more. Just 3 more. Can we get? Okay. I think not. Oh,
Ashish.
Ashish is already. Ashish was done. No? Ashish. Yes. Arzu. And okay, for me, and just one more. Who is there?
Yatin.
Yatin is already done. Yeah. Okay. Great. So we have these 20 names here, and we have all these 20 names here printed. Easy? Clear? Okay. This is how you read a file. This is also one more way to read a file, but we do not need to close it because we are using context manager. This is how we write in a file using write or append mode. Okay, great. Is it clear? Now I have your names. Don't worry. I think this is not a confidential data. Don't worry, I'll delete it. I don't need it. Now, let's move further. Let's do CSV file handling. Let's check this code only. Sorry. Now, not only names. I want to store. Okay. I won't ask for your roll number because I know some of you might not share your roll number or email address. Let's say I want to store your marks as well. Okay, no worries, you guys can share any random number. Okay, and if you don't want to share, it is up to you. Okay, just store it in float instead of it. Enter your Python OPPE1 marks. Let's see who will share their 2 marks. Name sort append, marks sort append, mark. Okay. So let's like close all this stuff. Print names, print marks, and I do not need this file handling. Python please, CSV file handling. Okay. My name, my marks. Well, yes, 100. Now you guys tell me yours. Anyone?
Jyoti 57.
Okay, Jyoti 57. I hope it's true. Neha 70. I hope it is also true. Next, just few more.
Prakash.
Mool Prakash, marks
10.
10. Okay. Just one more. Who is
Tileshwar.
Tileshwar. Okay. Mark
10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have these marks. We have the names. Okay. Okay. By the way, one thing. If I want to like keep these names and marks in a single like name and marks, how can I do this? We have just used a function here. Can you see which function? It is in front of you.
Zip.
No, zip.
Zip.
Okay. What we can do is instead of printing this, I'll print list zip names comma marks. So I'll get marks and names together. Now this is it. Okay. Don't worry, I have not stored your data and I do not need to know your marks. That is fine. Now let's store this in a CSV file. Okay. Now the thing comes in like what is the need of CSV file? Now we have names. Let's say I want to store some more information. I want to store your marks. I want to store your roll number, your email ID, and pretty much more stuff, right? So remember, when you register for the courses, item takes a lot of information like which courses would you like to take, and are you doing dual degree, and some other stuff as well, right? Income level and other things, right? If I want to store all this data, what I can do is I can if I just store in text file, how can I store in a text file? Like if I just store marks here or something like this. Okay, so that will be a bit weird, right? We cannot understand where are the marks, like what is the name and all, or is this a username? Okay, so what we do is we use CSV file handling. We use a format CSV. Can anyone tell me the full form?
Comma separated value.
Yes, comma separated values. So what we have is, instead of like using this, sorry, we will have commas here, which simply separates the value. Okay, if you see, now it is like a bit better, but not much. We need to define some headers as well. I'll go in that. First thing is we'll import the CSV module. This is a built-in module, and you guys can completely use in your OPP. This is completely allowed. Okay, first thing, now let's create a file, CSV file. F equals to open records.csv and w. Just a second. Oh, now we have this CSV file, and I'll close it at that. Okay, now one thing I need to store is, let's say I've stored the marks here, but I don't know like what is what. The first is the marks or names. What I can do is I can store a header here which is name comma marks. So इससे मुझे पता चल जाएगा. First is the before the comma, the first values are names, and then we have some marks. Sorry. Sorry, I cannot hear you properly.
Sorry.
Okay, no worries. So I want to store the column name simply. Can we refer to it as column name? Is it fine? Like the name column, marks column. Can we say this? We'll have two columns, name and marks.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what we will do is, let's define the header, or let's say column. What are the columns?
Name, marks.
Okay. Now, how to store these columns first? What I will do is I'll create a CSV dot writer. Okay. So what writer does is it takes a file, like the file object. So this is a file object, or you can also see it as a file, and it creates a writer for us with which we can write things out. Okay, because we are writing, so that's why we need to use writer. There are two things, one is writer, one is reader. Okay, first thing I need to write the header. Okay, I can write simply using this write row, and how write row, I'll just simply put columns. That's it. Okay, so it will simply write the columns here, and then again, now here I'll do a little more thing, writer dot write row, and I need to store the name and marks. I need to pass a list. Okay, and that list will have name and the respective marks. How can I store name and mark here? The input ones. Anyone? Because there is no function named write column. There is a function named write row, or there is a function named write rows. Okay. Okay. So we are appending these marks, these name and marks. Similar thing, what we can do here is we can simply do name comma mark. That is it. Okay. That's it. Nothing else. Now write row and f dot close. So these are the, I know a little bit more, but we have more information here now. Okay, we have the marks as well, and we are using CSV module. Why we are using CSV module? Because we do not need to worry about like where to put comma, where to put space and all. it will automatically handle everything for us, this CSV module. Okay, and at the end we are closing. Let me just go through the flow again. Opening the file, creating a writer which simply writes for us, adding up the columns first, okay, then the rows, okay, then each record simply, and then closing the file. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, what about others? Okay, great. Now let's run this code. So see here, is there any CSV file created or records.csv? No, right? If I run this, so see, records.csv is created. Now let me open it side by side. Okay. That is it, yes. Now I'll start with mine. Now you guys tell me yours. Don't worry, you guys can share any random number. It doesn't need to be your actual marks. Anyone?
Praveen 40.
Praveen 40. Next.
Saurabh 68.
Ayush 55. Saurabh 68. Next. Do we have one more? Okay. Hasini 100. Nice. Okay. Now, as soon as I hit enter, like it simply just close the file, and upon closing, you can see we have the names, we have the marks, right? The data is stored here. Okay. Is it clear? I know it's not that much easy, but did you guys like understood everything?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
great. Now let's do a bit of modification here. Instead of writing, let's say I need to keep this data as well. Which mode should I change it to?
Append.
Append. Okay. Do I need to write the header again?
No.
No. I can get rid of this. Right? I do not need to write names and marks again from line 7. You know? It is already written. Now that's it. Okay. So we have these two lines, this line and this line. Now let's see how many of you more share your details. Come on guys, share your marks. Neha 70. More some. We just need 4 more records. Anyone who would like to share? Okay, Jagriti 76. Anyone else? Just 3 more. Okay, no worries. If not, I'll just write some random name. So let's say Sami 76, Karan 56, and Rahul 37. That's it. And as soon as I hit enter, you will see more records will be added. So now, how many records do I have here?
11.
Not exactly 11.
Sorry,
First,
10.
yes, first is the header, so that is of course not a record. I know. We have 10 records. Now, again, yes, did you guys remember this zip?
Yes.
I know. So this is what output we are getting here. Okay. Now, instead of right row, okay, this is clear till now. Is this clear? Sabko clear hai? Great. Instead of right row, what I'll do is this records which I have here. What is this? Okay, what's the data? Like, what are these records? It's in list of tuples, है ना? These are the records. Am I right?
Yes.
What I can do is I can simply do writer dot write rows instead of row. Okay, so I have rows here and I'll simply pass the records. This is it. Okay, I do not need to call this again and again. I can just simply do it after this. Now let's run the code again. I have not changed anything else. I've just commented it out and just using one function here. Now, would you like to share your name and marks, or should I use dummy ones? Or let's see who all are sleepy.
Yeah, Yatin 20.
Yatin 20. Some more. Okay, Prince 70. Okay, just 3 more.
Aditya 33.
Aditya 33. Okay. Just 2 more. Let's see. That is because we are adding all the rows together. Okay, all these records together. Instead of adding a single record, we are adding all these records together. That's why I'm using write rows instead of row. Okay. Okay. Yes. Tell me just 2 more. Okay. You guys also can tell what marks did you want. Like you wanted in OPPE 1. That is also fine. Obviously.
50.
Okay, Praveen 50. And just one more. Anyone? That we will check. Okay. Girish 100. Enter. We have all these. See. We have these 5 records. Yeah. These one. Right. And now instead of using this, what we did was we just created a zip object out of this and just write rows. And you know how this zip list of like works, right? How it shows how it works. So this is one of the use case of zip function. You can take all the data together and you just need to call it once. See, in reading mode you cannot write. Okay, I'll show you in a bit. Now let me just let me leave all this. Okay, csv reading.py. Okay, I'll import the csv module and let's read all the records. Okay, how? Open records.csv. Which mode should I write here?
R.
Mode.
Do I need to write it?
No.
No, right?
No.
F dot close. This is the last step. So before this, we need to write some code here. What is that code? See, we are using a writer object here. Okay, to write the data. Now here we'll use the reader object. Okay. Reader equals csv dot reader and just pass in f. Okay, now reader dot what I need to know. So this is something new. What we can do is, there is no read rows or something. Okay, what I can do is I can simply for I in reader print I, or instead of I, let me write record or details. Okay, whatever is like, we can write anything. Python 3 csv reading.py. We got all these details which are stored in csv file. Okay, is it clear? Easy?
Can we read a single line?
Okay, to read a single line, remember, okay, this is one form of a generator. Remember how we read in a generator? What we can do is next reader. Okay, what will be the first detail? Can you guys tell me?
Name and marks.
Okay, not param and 100. No. Yes, it will be name and marks, of course. Okay. So this is the first. So this thing also we use, okay, to skip the header. This is also known as header, right? The first row is the header. So what we do is we read the first row and we skip it simply to store it as a header, and then we read all the rest of the details, which are these. So now see, no header is printed here because we have skipped that. Okay, easy guys? Is it easy? I hope it is. Now let's do it using context manager with open records.csv as f reader equals csv dot reader f, and I think that's it. I do not need any more stuff, and just these two lines again. Okay, I'll just comment it out. Okay, it is showing me IO operation on closed file. This is where the generator thing comes in. Okay, so when I read the data, when I do next, then I am only reading that specific row. Let's say the CSV file is having, okay, how many students do we have in our degree? Anyone? Do you have some number? It's around 36,000. Yes, so it's around like that, right? 30 to 40,000. So let's say this CSV is having 36,000 records. Do you want to see all the records at once? Or do you want to print all the 36,000 at once? No, right? Because there's a lot of information. Like for each student, we have name, email ID, their roll number, their original Gmail ID, right? From which you have their CGPA, all the courses which they have, all the courses which they have done, their certificates, their marks, their each assignment marks in each week, in each course. So there's like hundreds of columns which IITM has, right? So do they want to read all the records at once? No, right? Sometimes they just want to read, like, let's say you have all the data. Let's say you just want to read the CSV, like CGPA only, or just few records. So that's why we use this generators, okay, to read only some specific rows only. Okay, now we keep all these details here and read it. So see, now we are getting the same output. The difference, we do not need to use f.close, and this is like it handles some more information as well. Like when we are writing a lot of things now, so you know, caching, you might have heard somewhere. Sometimes if your browser doesn't work properly, people say to clear cookies and cache.
Cache memory.
Yes, cache memory. In Windows we have pager files and all the stuff, if you know a bit technical stuff, right? Similar to caching, like we have buffers. Okay, like caching is a form of a general word, technical word is buffer, you can say. Okay, there is a lot of difference, but yes. So when you are writing the data now, so all these things are stored in a buffer until you close the file. All these things are in a buffer. When you close, all the things get stored. Okay, but that buffer has some limit. Okay, let's say हमने 1000 बार input function call कर लिया and the buffer has only limit of 500. What will happen? The data might get lost. Okay, so that's why we use this with open, this context manager, because it handles the buffer thing and all the other stuff as well. Okay, like when you are handling with a lot of data, it is a better thing to use this instead of f.close and open. Okay, it handles a lot of advanced stuff for us, so we don't need to worry about data loss or any other thing. Okay, let's leave all the stuff. But is this clear? CSV file reading, writing, and normal file handling clear to everyone? Okay, great. I hope now you all are feeling a bit prepared for OPP2 before the session and after the session. How you are feeling? Like, do you know something a little bit more or something better? I hope yes, that's the answer. Okay, well, there are a lot more stuff. Okay, we have something called like there is CSV dot dict writer, dict reader, dict writer. We use dictionary for that. Okay, instead of lists, so that you can check in my previous OPP2 sessions. Okay, like this one, I'll cover that in tomorrow as like not tomorrow, in the Wednesday practice session. Okay, we will use that in the practice problems. So till now, I hope the basics of file handling are clear. Now, just yes, this is all the stuff. What you can do is, remember I gave you these two questions. Try to add them in the CSV file. Okay, these two questions, add them in CSV file, and this is your, let's say, two more questions you have. Okay, and the question, like if you write the code, of course it is for your practice only. Do share your solution code in the like comments of the recording YouTube video. Okay, all the material I'll share everything as always. Like what I do is I share in the form. So this is the form, like it's a feedback form. I want feedback from you guys. Okay, how was the session and how it can be improved? And yes, I'll share everything in the form. Okay, so here is the link. I have all the material for previous OPP1 sessions and the like today's session as well. Okay, I'll share everything is in the form. So I would request you guys to please fill this feedback form, and I hope you all like this session. You must have learned something new or something better. Thank you for staying till now, and let's meet on Wednesday 20th August. Okay, at same time 6 to 8 p.m. we will practice a lot more problems. And if you guys want me to cover a specific question in Wednesday session, share that question in comments of the like video. Okay, I'll cover that question. No, Ajke.
I have few questions. It's not technical.
Okay.
Could you use? So, like
hold on.
right.
Yes,
Okay.
after this. Okay. So.
Okay.
I think that's it, guys. And once again, thank you for staying till now. And let me just stop the recording.